Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nico and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. Sorry, it just kind of froze there for a minute. So I am still going to call myself a full-time eBay reseller as long as my sales stay to where I could quit my nursing career anytime. So in other words, can my eBay sales cover my bills, and that kind of thing. And they have been, and it's been fine. I'm just adding back in the nursing just for a lot of reasons. I think I can do both. I've done both before without a lot of stress. I just delegated better. And I think that's one thing when I went full time, I haven't been sloppy. I don't think I have. I've really worked consistently. I don't fool around during the day, whatever. But I just still think there's room for improvement. And, giving up that kind of a salary just to be full time when you can delegate better and you can organize better. To me, I just didn't want to do that anymore. I felt like I tried the full time and, there's no reason my income on eBay has to go down just because I work as a nurse. I know that I have a lot of things in place that I didn't have before. I wasn't a part of the Reseller Nirvana group before, and they teach, just to get your listings done 100% faster, and they teach a lot of skills that I didn't have before, and so now I know I can do it. So I will be accepting a position today. She offered it to me yesterday, and I'm very excited about that. My sales might slump for a couple weeks while I'm getting my locker at work stocked up, and I got to go buy nursing uniforms. I had sold all mine because they weren't the colors I would wear now anyway, or the style. I want to wear a different style anyway. So I have a lot of little tasks that may take away from the business initially. I think how it's going to work out is that I'm adding about 40 hours a week to my own personal schedule. You cannot delegate nursing. That's the downside of it, is that you can delegate to your CNA, but you cannot just hire staff and then you don't have to work anymore. It's not a it's not a business that runs itself. So I will always need to do the 40 hours myself physically. So that's the downside there. But then again, I can go down to one day next week. If I change my mind, they will still keep me. Nurses are in great demand, so I can go down to one day. If I find out I've made some miscalculation in my life, then it's fixable. And that's what I think convinced me also. But so I am adding 40 hours a week to my life. However, I am already delegating things out. I won't list myself anymore. I already have a VA. I use him most of the time, but then I would do a lot of listing myself too during the week, not using him. He's $1 an item. He loves the job. He's very good. I've had him for over a year. If I need to get another one, I would to another person, but I really like him and I don't see him going anywhere. And so, that's great. And so I'll just give him a lot more work. He's always wanting more work. So I'll do that. Then my husband was kind of thinking about, little things that he wanted to do in his life. And he has decided to help me drive to Denver. So if I work the night shift and I'm too tired to get to Denver, and that's the window that we have and we need to go get inventory or go to the bins, then he will be my driver so that I can sleep and not be dangerous. And so I've delegated a ton of tasks, and I won't go into it all, but maybe over time I will. As I see it develop, I'll tell you how I'm able to do it. So some of the people who've inspired me, I don't know some of their names. They're just on the group I'm on, and they're constantly working on their business. It's already up to the level mine is, and they've never even considered quitting their $100,000 a day job. Now, I don't make $100,000 as a nurse in a small town, but I make very good money, and I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth. I am not young. I was going to say, well, I'm young. I'm not really young. I'm going to be 54 this year, but I am more than able and love the grind, I guess, of nursing too. And I gave that up and missed it. And so I'm more than able physically and mentally to handle, the chaos while it's happening. I want to lower the chaos and get it out of my life as soon as I can by just being very organized. So for example, when I worked at this place before, it was an older building. They've just built a brand new facility, and that's part of what convinced me to go back. And it's all in the little things. At work, I could not take tea bags and soda that I might drink at night, bottles of water. I couldn't take that because we had a little square box for every person. it was just an old building, and it wasn't their fault. There just was no room to build lockers. So it was a tiny, tiny, tiny little box. And so you could put a few tea bags in there and your ink pen and maybe your name tag, and that was it. And so every day, you're loading up all this food, you're loading up all this stuff to take for a 12-hour shift that might turn into 13, 14 hours because it was COVID. So you're trying to, for literally not knowing what was facing you, you're trying to take all this food, all this stuff. And now we have big, like full-size lockers like I was used to when I worked at the drug company. When I worked at the drug company, we had nice big lockers. And so I could have like 2 weeks worth of emergency food in there. I'm not a big canned soup person. I don't really love it. But, when you're working and you do what you do. But so now that's what I'm going to do in the next week. I'm going to decide, okay, what foods, I'm going to organize this like down to a science. Like what foods do I want most of the time? Or at least if I can't get organized, what needs to be in my locker? Put it that way. Tea bags, soda, bottles of water. And then I don't know on the food yet. Like I said, I'm not a canned soup person. I'm not a canned chili person. Maybe deep in the winter I am. But I do need some staple stuff in there. Boxes of crackers, things, that aren't too unhealthy. The problem is I don't like to be sluggish either. Now, I don't mind eating crackers at night before I go to bed, or carbs, or a lot of carbs. I eat too many carbs. But I don't like to do it when I'm trying to stay awake. Like right now, I would not eat a bunch of crackers for lunch because I guess I'm older and I just can't do it. So that's the kind of thing now that I feel like, okay, I could actually have a locker of my own at work. I can keep extra uniforms there. It's just, and then plus I'm working in town and my husband is 2 blocks up the street. I'm going to be working literally, maybe it's 4 blocks, something like that, down the street. I can text him and, if it's between 6 and 9 at night and I realize I forgot something, he can run it up to me. Now at 2 in the morning, I'm not going to do that to him. But anyway, guys, so I'm very excited. I think that I can delegate this out much better than I have been. I've been doing tasks myself that are honestly $10 to $15 tasks, and I can make far more than that using my time as a nurse and then delegating out the lower cost tasks. So we'll see how it works. This might be a total epic fail, and you'll see it right in front of me. Who knows? Or right in front of you. You'll see it. But I'm going to go for it, right? We're going to try it. Plus, I don't think that nursing wages are going down anytime soon. The only hiccup could be if the government finally, sees, listen, this is a what do you call it? Well, anyway, we need more nurses in this country, put it that way. There are shortages all across the board. So if the government does decide, hey, we need to open this up a little bit more to nurses from other countries. I've had nurses work for me as virtual assistants doing eBay before in other countries because they're highly skilled, probably better nurses than I am and very highly educated, but they can't get a job in their country. So if the government does realize, okay, the shortage is too dangerous and opens up nursing to people from other countries, then there won't be a shortage anymore and the wages could go way down. And then I'll just reevaluate, what's my time worth. But right now, I do not see nursing wages going down. I see them going up and up and up. And I don't have any intention to do it anytime soon. But if I was trained enough, again, back in my nursing thing, and if my husband and I wanted to, for 6 weeks at a time, you can travel nurse when my husband retires someday. And literally, you're talking 60, 70, 80 bucks an hour, guys, if I want to do that. To me, it's very stressful to just show up at some new facility and work 6 weeks and then you leave and you're just always the new person. I don't think that's my personality. I'm not that outgoing to show up and just work 6 weeks and then leave and then come back. And, I don't like doing that, but it is a possibility and you can literally travel the world anywhere by doing, or not the world. Well, I guess you could. You'd have to get a different license, but travel anywhere in the United States, put it that way. Even Alaska, even Hawaii, all that. They're desperate for nurses sometimes. So that's kind of my thing. It's kind of a thing where we're looking forward to what we want our life to look like, when my husband retires, which again, I think it's going to be 5 to 10 years. I mean, but you don't know, we don't know what life's gonna take us. And so anyway, all right, guys, boy, I know you're like, every video 10 minutes about herself. I'm sorry. I am trying to reach out to people who they're like, well, I'm glad she's full-time, but I don't know how I would quit my job and give up my health benefits. Well, that's part of it too, is that's not practical for a lot of us. A lot of us have spouses that would not be as tolerant as my husband, to say, yeah, let's go for that, or let's try that. My husband's real easygoing. A lot of people, it would freak their wife or their husband out to have a spouse who all of a sudden thought they were going to do full-time eBay. So I think that what I'm talking about is real life, and it's very practical. To just, you wake up and you have all these decisions. You have one skill over here that you've had your whole life, and then you really want to be full-time eBay. I think it's a very common thing. And what I was going to say is the people who've inspired me, I don't even know if I can say their names, but they are, I should have looked before. The one couple who, let me see if I can find them because I watch them a lot on here. They're the one couple. She is a drama teacher, I think. Let me go to home because I was watching. Is it the Hustle Couple? I don't know if that's them. Let me go over here to my history. There's a lot of people that I've looked at and thought, they do just as much as I do. And they, the Hustle Couple, she still works full time. I don't know about him. And there are just many, many, many on here that, have not even thought twice about giving up their full-time job. And their sales are not too far off mine. All right, you guys get it. Anyway, 22 orders going out for $789.79. This was, let's see, we were off. We couldn't ship on Tuesday, and then we took Wednesday off. So this to me is kind of low sales because it's from, it's from Tuesday, late Monday, because we shipped as late as we could on Monday. Then we didn't leave and go anywhere till Tuesday. So it's about 2 full days. So about $300 and some a day. Not horrible, and I know it was 4th of July, so maybe the sales were a bit slow that day. But I still could have done better on my listing, so I don't really blame 4th of July. All right, folks, we have Calico Critters. This is a car. Don't know. Oh yeah, I can show you. All right, so my son gave me this, and Calico Critters can be very collectible. This one is just a car. I'm not going to try to unwrap it any better than that because I've got it ready to go. So this is part of the Calico Critters line, and we tried to get more, but we ended up taking $15 plus shipping, so $27.82. They used promoted listings, but they did not use coupons. All right, let me find my tape. My office here is so unorganized because I went to the bins yesterday. I went to the bins for about 5 hours, maybe less, a little bit less. And then we went around and sold it. I will make a short video about that in just a minute. It was successful again. That is going very, very, very well. I'm paying for my inventory right away. Usually within 2 hours of gathering the bins inventory, I'm driving around to the stores, and usually within about 2 hours I have it paid for, and then yes, I have all the rest to deal with, but they take a few pieces off the top of stuff that I wouldn't even sell on eBay because it's just not high enough ASP, and I've got my money back. So that's the plan to continue. That alone is a huge cash flow. Oh, I mean, it's just changed my whole cash flow. It is crazy. Okay, so 1 pound, 13 ounces. All right, Parcel Select, Martin, Georgia. So, I'm thinking I've got to figure this out. So even Parcel Select is going to be replaced by Ground Advantage in a couple days. So I guess it'll be first class, and Parcel Post will all be one, and it just kind of depends on the weight, I guess. I've got to research that more. But anyway, this is 1 pound 13 going to Martin, Georgia. So yeah, I'm gonna go up, and I already talked to her. She already offered me the job yesterday. I've got to go up and talk to her and tell her that, you know, I do still need to keep my vacation in August that we had planned. So I may end up having to work 6 days in a row, take my 2 weeks, and then 6 days in a row. You know, like that's what a lot of nurses do. A lot of nurses work twice a month. They work, you know, instead of doing 3 days a week and doing 12 days in a month, they do 6 in a row, have a week or two off, a couple weeks, and then they come back and do 6 more, and that's just how they live their life. I don't know if I want to do that all the time. I'll see. I might do it once and then decide, you know, hey, this is actually not bad. Because you just get it done and stay basically in your uniform for 6 days. I don't know. There's so many options. That's why I'm very blessed to have the option, I feel like. All right. White House Black Market. This is number 5538, so I haven't had this very long. This is brand new with tags. I got this out of the, let's see. Yeah, I pulled this out of the bins. I never consigned for it that I remember. So this I sold for $26.95 plus shipping, so $35.98. And this sold within about a week of listing. Yeah, I've got a decent size haul here, guys, if I can get it done today. I have no choice because it needs put away. So I need to get it done today if I can. Because, okay, let's see where we're at. That scale just times out. My scale with the battery just, it shuts off every time in between each sale, whereas my one with the cord doesn't. So I'm going to use my one with the cord. 10 ounces. So I did promote this. The person who bought it has a ton of feedback. Maybe they think they can get more, and totally fine with me. I got my markup really quickly. What did I say that was? Sorry. All right, 10 ounces. Going to Simpsonville, South Carolina. First class, as it's called right now, is $5.17, and I charged $6.99. So yeah, they have openings on day and night shift. I am actually going to choose the night shift for now, just to, you know, it's a little slower paced. I can get my nursing skills, you know, kind of back faster there, or, you know, slower, like give myself time. And then just pray about it. You know, night shift is a little more chill because as a rule, the families and all of the administration and a lot of that stuff isn't happening at night. And so even though there's other stresses that come with night shift, mainly just making sure that you're awake, I think I'm going to start out there, and I may never switch off. I think my husband and I have it worked out to where it won't matter. And I've always been able to sleep pretty well during the day. I've never had a real issue with that, and I don't have kids at home anymore and that kind of stuff. So this is a good sale. This is an example of exactly what I'm trying to do with the consignment. So this is an Etro shirt, and it's a size 42. This was hanging in the consignment store. So I've been doing, you know, go to the bin, sell it, get the consignment money, buy better stuff. And so I bought this about 2 weeks ago. And I can't remember. I think I paid $18 in my consignment credit. So you can look at it however you want. You know, I'm using a lot of my time to go get this consignment and sell it. So it's not free money. There's no way in the world that it's free money. But it actually is free in the sense of the stuff I traded to get this are like 3 items that came out of the bins for about $1 a piece. So basically, money-wise, not time-wise, but money-wise, it only cost me $3 or $4 in bins items to earn this shirt. So they did use promoted listings and my coupon, 26% off, but I sold it for $55.39 plus shipping, so $51.22. So this is an example of an item that I would buy without having the credit at the store. If I would have gone in and saw this shirt for $18 hanging there in the consignment store, it's still a good pickup to me. $18 to $55.39. And then because of the coupon, it's really only $51.22 all in. So, and the shipping will probably cost, what, $5 here? We'll see. So to me, this is what I'm trying to do, is get really nice stuff. So this time it worked out. Yay. Okay, going to Greensboro, North Carolina. This is only 8 ounces. So first class is $4.31 and I charged $6.99. So tomorrow is garage sale day, so I'm going to leave late tonight, go see my mom, say hi to my daughter. If I can get my stuff together in time, I'm going to drop off my consignment bag to the Wyoming store and drop that off. And then I've got to, in that store, I won't use my business credit and mix that up, but in that store they have a lot of nursing uniforms. So that is amazing. Oops, I just kind of pulled on this. I think I'm gonna reprint it because I was just trying to straighten out the wrinkle and it tore right on the code, so, or right on the whatever. So I don't want to do that. Let's try this thing again. So yeah, I gave up all my nursing uniforms because I had a certain color. They were navy blue, which is fine. And I had those when I worked at the drug company, so I just wore a lot of my same scrubs because they didn't have an insignia on them. So when I went to the nursing home before, I just kept a lot of the same scrubs. But yeah, I want something different. Now that I'm into figs, now that I realize how everybody and their dog loves figs, a lot of nurses love fig scrubs. Now I got to check out what the whole thing is because I've never actually put a pair on. I just sell them all the time, and the kicker is going to be, can I find them for me? Like, everyone else can wear them, but I'm 5 foot tall, so I got to see if they make them in petites or if I can find them. I don't want to pay $50 for scrubs. I'm too cheap when I see them brand new with tags at the thrift store every day. So I maybe have to take what I can get for a while, but then I'll upgrade. All right, this is another item. I'm not sure. I think this just came straight out of the bins. I don't believe that I, bartered for this or used my consignment credit. I think this just came straight out of the bins. That's the problem with buying so much right now. This is 100% linen, and it is a men's medium. If I wanted to, I could have waited longer. These white shirts in Tommy Bahama, that are linen are really, really popular. And so I went ahead and just took $21.95 plus shipping, so $25.15 all in, because they did use a coupon. Trying to make sure I don't have any repeat customers here. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, I've sold another Tommy Bahama linen today too, so that's why I was making sure. But they're different sizes. But someone may think they can get 40 if you're willing to wait. I don't doubt that you probably could. But this is a size medium. It is lightly embroidered, but it's not one of the ones that's real distinctive. So this is going to Austin, Texas. All right, 12 ounces. $4.88, and I charged $6.99. Put these back in there. We have a lot to ship out, guys. We're getting there slow but sure. I just take you along with me. I hope you're not too bored with, at least I'm not cutting out paper anymore unless it's an emergency and I run out of these labels. Somehow I think it's going much faster than when I used to have to cut around the label, right? I've upgraded slightly since then. All right, Banana Republic blouse. I haven't even paid attention to what sold. We had a great day in Denver yesterday. We just kind of chilled. We were scoping out the mall areas where I consign clothing to. So there's 2 that are in strip malls, and I still do well there, but it's not as fun to go there because while we're waiting for them to look at our consignment, there's really not much to do. But at the 3 other areas in Denver, they're in big mall areas, and so we're trying to scope out which restaurants we want to try while we're waiting. Yesterday they told us it would take 2 hours at this one, and we were there and it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and we had a 3-hour drive, and they said, well, it's going to take 2 hours to look at it. And we're like, you know what, that's fine, go ahead. And so we walked around, we walked the dog for an hour. We went and got something. I ate so much food the last 2 days, I can't think of what we did, but we scoped out, next time we're gonna be here, drop it off, and then go sit at these different restaurants. It's in the area where there's a movie theater, so theoretically if we really had a movie we wanted to catch, we could. So we're trying to do that because my husband doesn't come with me all the time. Now he will be, because it's the only way that I can have the nursing salary is if he drives me a lot of the time while I'm sleeping or at least resting. I don't want to be unsafe in the car, right? So we have plans for all these restaurants, and it'll be a business expense. It'll just come right out of the consignment. So I'm excited about it. We had a good day yesterday, but I didn't work down here, that's for sure. So now I got to make it up. This I've had for maybe a month and a half. Let me see if it says. May 12th. So what is that? June 12th. Almost 2 months, actually. Boy, where does time go? Woof, crazy. So this is a Banana Republic vintage shirt. It's Mill Valley, California. I pick up anything that's Banana Republic Safari or Mill Valley. This could have been called a safari shirt. I don't have that in the title. I just have vintage Banana Republic Mill Valley, and that sold it. It did take, like you can see, about 2 months because I left it priced high. They used a 26% off coupon. They did not use promoted listing. So this sold for $24.98 plus shipping, so $27.13. So that's a good sale. This is what I'm trying to do. I think that's the other thing too, is that I'm still going to have a 3-month sell-through without a doubt. After 3 months, I figure, the whole world has seen this item for 3 months, and to me, that's my limit on holding inventory. However, there are times, because I'm full-time, when I want to go on a vacation or I want some extra money for something, and I end up taking offers that if I waited 2 weeks, I wouldn't have to take them. So I think that's another reason that I just don't want to have to live off this 100% full-time if I don't have to, because I think I can have a much higher sell-through rate because I can afford to wait a week and just say, nope, this is a good price. I know it is. I'm not going to overdo that and just stretch it out to try to get these really bizarre prices. But I will just do, like, if everyone else has sold theirs for 24, I'm not going to take 15, And I have been, because I have a life and I want the money, and it's all good. So this is going to Gainesville, Florida. I charged $6.75. And this is 6 ounces. It's a pretty lightweight shirt, so $4.31. So yeah, I think that I'm going to see slowly in that sense that my ASP should go up, because it'll depend on what's going on. I mean, I might decide that I can just blow things out too. I definitely have a lot to do before I actually start working. It'll take about 2 weeks to get my license, 2 to 3 from the Board of Nursing, if that. They aren't that busy this time of year. What is it? This is midsummer. Most people have, in May or June, already taken their NCLEX test, like new students. So the Board of Nursing shouldn't be that busy. Okay. I wish I could show these to you, but I have them really wrapped. Let me go see how long I've had these. I found these at a garage sale, or maybe it was a thrift. Sorry, guys. These are 5 Loyal H. Chapman prints. They're Golf Wall Street. They're numbered 14 to 18. They're the Caverns, the Iguazu, and the Machu. So these are just square prints, and I've got them all boxed up in here. And they have pictures of golf resorts in weird places, like near a cavern or near Machu Picchu or whatever. And they have it in the background. It's an artist thing. I don't know how much of it. It's not photos. It's prints. So anyway, I've seen these, if you have the entire set, go very high, like $300 or $400. I only had 5 of them, from number 14 to number 18. So I went ahead, I've had these, let me see how long. I've had these since April 19th. So I held out a while, but I went ahead and took $70 for the 5 prints plus shipping, so $99. Actually, I know that these were from a thrift because I know I paid $3 a piece. So I paid $15 for these. And I ended up with $70 plus shipping. So I think that's pretty good. I waited for a higher price to just see what the partial set would go for. But I'm happy with that. Okay, 1 pound, 11 ounces. Come back here. All right. 1 pound, 11. Let's go 12. This is going overseas too, so that's really interesting. Priority mail just to get it to Illinois. I'm very fortunate that Illinois is really close to us as far as shipping's concerned. So anything that goes overseas that goes to Glendale Heights is really cheap for us. So yep, $8.82. So that's good. All right, soft surroundings. I've been trying to keep my prices up on soft surroundings, but this is an older one. This is about 1,300 items ago. And so let me check the size and see. Let's see, this is number 4274. So this is a pair of soft surrounding shorts. They're red. I have, flat front, stretch, walking. They're a great size because they are a woman's large with a stretch waist. But I just could not get them to move. I don't know how long I've had these, if I got them midwinter. I show February 9th. So yes, I was thinking, okay, buy ahead. What do you call it? Spring break is coming at the time, I thought. March, all these shorts are going to start selling. And for some reason, these are kind of maybe an older style. They're pull-on, just kind of like pull-on pants are really popular right now. But for some reason, I couldn't get them to sell, so I took $9.24 plus shipping, so $17.31 all in to the customer. So it's not horrible, especially since I got these at the bins, but that's not the ASP I'm trying to achieve. All right, 12 ounces. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to source. I still am committed because I love getting my inventory 100% free within a few hours, just going to Denver, buying it at the bins and selling it. However, now the cash flow won't be an issue, so I can just go to the Goodwill that's an hour and a half away and just buy all my inventory there every week if I want to. I don't technically probably have to go to Denver since I can afford the fluctuations in my cash flow now. These pair of shorts are going first class. They're going to Rockwall, Texas. $4.88, and I charged $6.75. So technically, I can just go to the Goodwill and just pay full price and just get my 100 items a week, see my mom, have dinner, do all that, and then come home and get it to my VA. So, but I don't know if I can do that. I'm pretty addicted to the bins, and that's kind of fun for my husband and I. And then it's really fun to be able to turn around and be handed money for it. So yesterday, within, I guess it was more than 2 hours, but I spent $75 at the bins yesterday in about 5 hours, and I had all the money back on either gift cards or cash in about 3 hours. I guess it was more like 3 hours. So I'm really excited about that. All right, guys, these are AG jeans. I need to pick these up in bigger sizes more. I just don't find them all the time. These did well. Let's see. These I haven't had very long. These I've had since May 30th, and it is, like I said, July 6th, depending on when you're watching this video. So a little over, what, 6 weeks? That's great for me. I'm fine with that. These sold with a 26% off coupon, no promotions. I sold them for $20.72, and with shipping is $25.28. These are a pair of, let me tell my son I'm shipping, and I'll get back with him. Sorry, guys. Let me just tell him here. Shipping, let's see. Call in a sec. I already called him this morning, but he was like walking his dogs or something, so I'll call him back. Anyway, white jeans, 27 regular, which I think is kind of a small waist, so these aren't really a big size. Let me zip these up and make the presentation nicer. Jeez, looks like someone just took them right off and put them in the bag. I need to make it look like we care here. I can't believe I had those unzipped. Let me do a double check of everything. All right, so $20.72, $25.28. Let's see where these are going. I don't pick up AG jeans in a thrift unless they have tags. Then I probably would, and I would do a much bigger size. I don't think I would pick these up. So they're a bins pickup, and they are going to Duxbury, Massachusetts, padded flat, $8.30, and I charged $9.95. So that's fine with me. That's not quite my $25 plus shipping, but it's really close, and I've had some other bigger sales today, so it all pans out. I'd like all $70 prints to sell. That would be really nice. So I know I've never been on a schedule with my videos anyway, so none of you are going to be worried about that, but I don't know quite when I will, make my videos. It'll just depend on when I get to the bins, when I have something I think is even interesting to show. Okay, these are a pair of Prana. But I probably will have more of a schedule then than I did now, because I'm just around all the time, so I had no real schedule. Okay, these are Prana corduroy pants, and they're number 3344. So that means I had them 2,200 items ago. So for some reason, these just have not moved. They have a wider leg, not really a flare quite, but a straight, almost flare. So they're not tapered. So I don't know why these just never moved. They're in a women's large. They're dark gray. I sold them for $11.99 plus shipping, so $21.94. I've had these for a long time. Let me see if it says. No, I ended, sold similar, edited them to get them to sell. So I put a little bit of extra work in these two just to get the $11.99. But I'm glad they're moving, getting to a home. I don't know if I would buy them again. I guess I would run current comps and see, maybe in an XL or something I would buy these again. But I certainly wouldn't pick them up if I'm only going to get $11.99. That's not worth my time. I don't know if these were a bins pickup. I've had them too long, so I don't know if I, was doing. I still buy Prana in the thrift store, like at $4 and $5 if it's the right piece. So I don't know where I got these. These are also going overseas, so they're going to Glendale Heights, Illinois. Padded flat rate is $8.30, and I charged a $9.95. Let me see if someone messaged me here. Nope. Okay, that's another eBay sale that came in. There's so many sounds, and I know the ka-ching is obviously an eBay sale, but sometimes messages are a certain thing. Sometimes offers are a different sound. And I don't know why, but I haven't got it all down yet. Okay, no, I do have best offers. Okay, need to stop and take the best offers, guys. Let's see here. So, because I want to get all my shipping out. It's only 8:38 here in the morning, so if I have 5 or 10 more come in, I'll do them on a video with you when I'm doing a haul or something. But otherwise, whatever comes in between now and noon, I want to go ahead and get out because I'm not shipping tomorrow, or my husband will ship for me. This is a Simply jacket that I'm going to take the offer on. It's a woman's 14. I have $24.78 plus shipping. This item I've had for a while. I'm trying to see what the number is. This is no, I haven't had this very long. $52.98. So I've had this about 300 items ago. So maybe 6 weeks, something like that. So that's good. It's selling fast. I'm going to go ahead and take the 20, even though I have 24.78. And a 14 in a Simply is a good jacket. Simply is SYMPLI. If you can, let me see if you can see that. So that is how you spell Simply. To me, they're always a pickup. But anyway, I have $24.98 plus shipping. I'm going to take the 20 plus shipping. I think that's great. They're very kind of slinky. Now, this person has a lot of feedback, and I shouldn't do that. They're probably going to resell it. I don't care. I hope it's one of you, and you're going to make some money. I got my money, that's for sure. Okay, now I have one more offer. This is a Huck shirt. Huck is a huge fishing brand. Huck, H-U-K. But it does say read in my title. And I do that for the customer, but I also do that for me, especially now that I'll be at the nursing home on my break. I'll go through, take offers, do all of that. And I have 20 on it, but it does have, let's see what the problem is with this thing. Let's see. Well, I have read and then I don't tell what the problem is. Oh, goodness. Okay. I've got to find it here. Anyway, there is some flaw in this. Hopefully I actually told them what it is. I have read. Maybe they're thinking I just put that on all my things. See, full description. Anyway, I'll work it out before. I might not take this till I... Oh, stains. Under condition, I do have that there's some stains on it. So I disclosed it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the $10. I think that's a good price for a stained shirt. They're very lightweight, these Huck shirts. And if it didn't have the stain, I would hold to my $20. I would not go lower than that. But I was like, don't tell me I put like read in flashing letters and then didn't tell them what was the problem. Oh, goodness. That would be terrible. I have done that before, so that's why I was worried. Okay, this is a Cavoo shirt. Cavoo I really like. I think it's kind of an outdoor. Wow, I've had 2 more sales since, not just those 2, but 2 more sales since we've been talking. Today's going to be a great shipping day. I'll read those off to you when I get time. Okay, Cavoo. This looks like this. I hear a lot of people say that Cavoo is a pickup. But this shirt, for some reason, I've had this for about 1,300 items ago. Let me see if it says here. Sorry, guys, my nose is itchy for some reason. I don't know. I'm having a 40% off sale on my old items, like from February. This is from February 8th. So see, I think before I've had 30% and it just didn't move the needle. Now I'm getting a lot of these older items that I don't have to go back and edit. And you know, if they're not going to sell, I spot checked a lot of them to see if there was something high end in there that just something was wrong with the listing. But in this case, this is a size large. It's tan, it's lyocell. I put hiking, I put Gorp Core. So back in February, I must have edited this already. But anyway, I took $7.25 plus shipping, so $15.12. They used promoted listings, but no coupon. I'm just glad to get it out of here. It's kind of a plain Cavoo shirt. I think that, and it's not canvas. It's more of a lyocell. I think, you know, just for a plain tan shirt, I don't know how much more I could have gotten. I haven't run comps lately on Cavoo. I just know people say to pick it up, but I see it every day in my life, so I'll try to do some. I need to do some research and see if I want to do it. Okay, 15 ounces. First class is $6.44. This is going to Atlanta, Georgia, and I charged $6.75. It's okay. Not something I want to do again. Let's see. Somebody, is that the offer or the payment? I got paid $31.34 for, I don't know what, for the, let's see, must be the Simply jacket. Then I did, I'm waiting for payment on both of those. I don't know. Anyway, something sold. We'll look. Oof. I have a lot of great stuff to launch. My VA has about 20 items done. He would have more done, like he'd be working right now, but I don't have any photos for him. That's why I need to clear this space. I'll do a quick video on as much of this as I can show you. We'll have to go really quick for me to even have time to do this. And then I need to get him work. Before I can leave town, I need to send him photos of 30 or 40 more items. And that's what I think I've decided is I'm not ready to get a photographer yet. But if it does get too stressful, then that's the next thing that I would get, is just a college student to take photos for me. This is another pair of 7 for All Mankind. I've had these for about 1,500 items ago. These are from April 25th or earlier, because I was doing a ton of editing in April trying to get things to sell. So I took $20 plus shipping, $31.33. You know, that's really, really good. I might have been pricing these at $29 to $35, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I don't know. This style is the Slimmy. So, you know, I think maybe they don't look tapered in the, you know, in the picture. But either way, I think that 7 for All Mankind, at least today, I've sold 2 pair in the $20 range. So maybe I was just trying to get 35 or 40, and maybe that's not the case anymore. That's one of those deep dive videos that I plan on doing with you guys. For myself, too. Like if I took 10 minutes and did a 10-minute video on what 7 for All Mankind pants sell the best, we'd all benefit from that. Because I see them at the bins all the time. So these are 1 pound, 13 ounces. So I think that's a video I need to do. Priority Mail Padded Flat, $8.30, and it's going, and I charged $9.75 for this. Okay. If any of you are YouTubers out there, do your shorts get better reviews or worse? Because I do really, really well, but then when I make a short, which YouTube is requiring me to do to ever get monetized, so I've got to make some shorts, then these people just come along, and I get a lot more views on them, but then these people come along and they just say weird things. So I don't know. Tell me if you guys do shorts on your YouTube and how that goes, because maybe it's just me, maybe I don't know what's going on. Oh. All right, Polo Ralph Lauren. Let's see where I'm at now. Okay, this is a recent item that I listed. This is just last week, I think. So my new things that I'm listing are going fast. All right, this, I could have waited longer, but it is still July 6th. So if I wanted to wait till midwinter, I think I could have gotten, you know, maybe 25, 30 minimum. This is a cable knit large pink sweater. Very cute, very cute. So I took $17 plus shipping, so $26.99. This is a bins pickup. I'm happy with that, guys, for spending about $2 at the bins. I'm happy with that. I gotta fund my bins obsession somehow, right? Gotta pay the bills so I can go back to the bins. Right now, I'm very proud of myself because the last 3 summers, maybe 4, I had no inventory going into winter. None, 0. And I still don't have any eBay inventory going into winter. I'm not there yet. I hope to get there before, like, November when it could get bad. I have till November to get it done. I'm picking up winter every day in the bins, as like right now. I'm just buying a lot of winter stuff, spending the cash flow, even though I don't like doing that. Half of the $85 that I spent yesterday, $75, $85, whatever it was at the bins, half of that was winter stuff that I won't even use to consign or to sell on eBay for like 3 or 4 more months. But I'm proud of myself as far as consignment. I have a back bedroom that, I mean, you know, it's full. It has like 25 tubs of stuff that I can start to consign pretty soon here. So I'm proud of that because I've done that all summer. I've been working at the bins trying to get winter stuff. But now I'm struggling to find summer. See, so I hope in the winter that all the summer stuff comes out and I can do it in reverse. Because right now, I could have sold so much more yesterday. But I spent 4 hours at the bins and I did not find the summer stuff that I wanted. So I went around. I still went around to 2 stores and peddled it. And I did pay for the whole bins trip. But if I would have had 3 bags, which they allow you to take 3 bags at a time, I probably would have been getting like $200 checks, and I didn't have the stuff. So that was disappointing. I was hoping in 4 or 5 hours I could get 2 or 3 bags full, and I just couldn't. They wouldn't have bought what I could have gotten. This pink sweater is going to Elmwood Park, New Jersey. And so it costs $8.30 padded flat rate right now. I mean, that could change tomorrow, but it always costs $8.30, and I charged $9.75. So yeah, I think my mom was a little bit disappointed that I didn't take the job out of town. I was very tempted because then I would have seen her a lot more. But I feel like with the last winter that we had, that I would be more stressed because I would either be stuck on that end, and my husband, we have it down to a science now where he does all the shipping with me on the phone, so that wouldn't have been an issue. I do have a shipper now. But, you know, I don't really want to be away from my husband or my dog for 7 days, and I don't want to be away from my mom for 7 days either. I'm blessed to have her close. But, she does work full time, and so on my days off, I'll move my operation up there and see her, and it'll go good. But I think she wanted me to work in town so that I would be there like almost every night. But it's okay. I'll see her still 2 or 3 times a week, most of the time. This I've had way too long. This is a size small. This I've had since January 14th. Oh my goodness. Boy, that 40% off sale is really working. This is the 3rd item today that I would have had to hand touch and figure out why it hasn't sold. And yes, maybe I could have done something to the listing when I went to edit it that would have gotten it sold for $10 or $12. But, you know, I'm happy. This is definitely stuff I've had. And I might have had it before then. That's just when I edited this last. This is Cloth and Stone. I don't pick up a lot of Cloth and Stone anymore. I'm real careful anyway. These are a pair of Shortalls. Maybe I could have had different words like jumper or something in there. That might be the problem. But these are size small, so I think that's some of the problem. And they are a lyocell Tencel blend. Anyway, I finally just took $5 plus shipping, so $12.25, and I'm glad. I don't think I would have gotten enough more on this to make it worth my time editing it or anything like that. I think this is pretty good considering. Okay, 11 ounces. This is something I would consign now. I might still pick it up, especially new with tags, but I would take it straight to consignment. Going to St. Louis, Missouri. It's going to cost $4.88, and I charged $6.75. To get ready for bag 2, guys. I'm going to need 2 bags today with the holiday. Okay, this is something I just got this week, or maybe last week at the bins, in the last week anyway. And this would have sold for about $20 to $25, this particular design. You can look up these designs by some of the keywords, you know, like I put Mapai, Quick Step, Sportful, and then this one just popped right up. But the problem is it does have very substantial snags, and I looked it up and I still felt like with the snags, because this is from the bin, so it cost me less than $1, I felt like it was still a pickup just based on the sell-through. So anyway, in a week I sold this for $14 plus shipping, so $22.88. I wish I would have gotten the 25. I wish it wasn't snagged, but that's okay. I still felt like that was a good pickup and worth listing. Ooh, come here, come here, come here. Okay. I am out of eBay tape now, but I don't want to. Okay. This roll is done. Goodbye, eBay tape. And then I have another one somewhere here, but anyway. I'm going to use regular tape for now. Okay, 6 ounces. This is going to Spokane, Washington. It's going to cost $4.20, and I charged $6.99. Sorry guys, it is so hot already. At first I thought it might be cold and rainy because yesterday in Denver was freezing. Like we were wearing jackets. We were cold. But my hand's kind of wet from touching my tea because it's got condensation on it. I don't want to ruin my label here. Okay. Now we've got a Lily Pulitzer dress. I didn't know I'd sold this, or I forgot. Maybe I did on Tuesday and then just was having a day off, so I didn't pay attention. Let's see what's going on here. All right, this is another example, guys. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. This I've had for, what, a week or two? I've had this since June 30th, and it's July 6th, so I've had this for 6 days. So this is a consignment item where I sold and peddled bin stuff to the consignment store. Then I went and bought better stuff. This dress, I think they do not mark up Lily Pulitzer at this place, at these consignment stores. They take it and they know the name and they like it, but they put like $15.99 on it. So this one, literally, I did not pay over $17 for. I'm just overestimating so that I'm honest on the channel. But I think that it was more like $15.99, honestly. This is a size XL Lily Pulitzer, so I knew that it was worth money. And this one is called the Joan Tunic Beach kind of dress. So anyway, in about, 6 days, I sold this for $81.99 plus shipping, so $95.21. And, you know, this is another example of I don't even have to go from the bins to get consignment credit. If I just went to this store, I would have paid $18 for this dress easily. So, yes, I did happen to get it much, much cheaper, but that's not necessarily really necessary. You don't even have to do that step in between if you don't want to, right? So, so that's good. I'm excited about that one. Even though it's first class, I am going to upgrade it to priority so I get the insurance. And let me see where this is going here. This is going to Brunswick, Georgia. Let me check the feedback real quick. On $80 and $100 items, I just checked their feedback real quick, see what kind of feedback they've left for others. Looks like all positive. So, you know, I'm not saying they wouldn't, but they don't seem like the type to say, oh, my dog ate it, or the porch, you know, it got a porch pirate took it and they wouldn't give me my money back. You know, it doesn't seem like that. So that reassures me. So I am going to go ahead and upgrade them to priority just to get some insurance on it. But I guess I won't worry about signature confirmation. Actually, a padded flat rate's cheaper, so I'm going to throw that in a padded. If I saw anything in their feedback that concerned me, I would go ahead and give up $3 or $4 of my profit to get signature confirmation. Technically speaking, it's not necessary from eBay. eBay should defend you if your package just shows up and says it showed up. But I think that, you know, it's just a little bit of a deterrent, you know. So anyway, yep. Because a lot of times, especially if they have bad feedback, I'll go ahead and ship it. I don't cancel their order necessarily unless it's like something really horrible where every single one is a negative. Then you know you're going to get a negative anyway, right? But I'll just message them and say, hey, your order's been sent with care, and I put on some signature confirmation at my own expense. Let me know when you get it. And then that way, right away, they're like, oh, okay, that's not going to work. They might return it, but they won't claim they didn't get it. I do that usually on $150 items or better. It depends, like I said, how I feel about the person, or, you know, whatever. So this is a good pickup. This was straight out of the bins. I didn't consign it or anything, just straight pickup out of the bins. That's why I want to go again tomorrow. I want to be at the bins all the time. This is a sealed 2XL Cool Nights V-neck banded ankle joggers, and then, you know, you can see there, let's see, the retail on this was $70. I sold this for $42.09 plus shipping, so $43.98. And I've had this since June 6th. So exactly 4 weeks as of today, so not bad. They did use my 26% off coupon. So I must have had this at like 50 some. So really, really, really happy with that sale. This is going to Hayesville, North Carolina. This particular place where I consign all this stuff in Denver, they don't have nursing scrubs. The one in Wyoming does have a lot of nursing scrubs, and so I'm going to go there and look for what I can do. Priority padded flat rate, $8.30, and then it's $9.95 is what I charged. And then the Goodwill in this community that I'm going to garage sale in, both of them, they have nursing scrubs too. So between all of them, I will start to get my wardrobe back. You know, technically it's the night shift, but you are there in the evening when a lot of families come in from 6 to 11, 6 to 12, that part of your shift. You know, people do see you. And plus, if I'm going to get up, I don't wear the super weird ones, but I do like some color. I just don't like to go to work in all black. I don't know why. These are little elderly people, and a lot of times just having butterflies on your shirt or something, that's an example. I don't really do that, but you know, just having something on your shirt, it can be a conversation thing. All right, Tommy Bahama. This is the second one. See, these white linen ones are flying out of here, so I'm probably not charging enough. This one is $21, but this is a Tommy Bahama XL. And I think I heard someone say the other day that, you know, if you have a clean white shirt of any kind, you know, you have a good chance of selling it on eBay because it's so hard to find a white shirt that isn't stained. But then when you add Tommy Bahama and linen into the mix, I took $21 plus shipping, so $29.25. I probably should have, from now on, now that my salary isn't dependent on exactly how fast I sell things, I probably would have held out for $29 or $30, honestly, in an XL. I think that's fair. It's the middle of summer. I probably would have countered to at least like 26, 27, something like that. But I mean, it's fine. I don't mind. I'm still making a huge profit. This is just from the bins. Pull it out of the bins. In the Denver bins, I do see some people pulling Tommy Bahama out, but honestly, not that much. This is $5.17, and it's going, and I charged $6.99. It might just be that I just see it because I'm good at picking it up, and maybe everybody else is too, but I'm getting my share, you know? I don't know. I don't know. If I'm going to go up today and talk to my boss, my new boss. She worked with me 10 years ago. I don't remember her. It's embarrassing. I don't remember her, but we worked in another town together, she says. She's like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll rehire you, Nico. And I'm like, oh, you know me and I don't remember you. It's so embarrassing. So embarrassing. But she was a student at the time, and I was a nurse already. But, of course, my life took a different plan, so she's, you know, just kept it going. So, but everyone says she's just the most wonderful person, and she sounded like it on the phone. I'm really going back to work, honestly, for this one person because she's changed this place up so much. Now, if something happens to her, I might be right back where I'm like, nope, not going to put up with that kind of stuff. So I don't know what my future holds, but this is a Kipling backpack. I pulled this out of the bins. Yes. Bins or garage sale? No, this might have been a garage sale. I don't know. Okay, let's look. I've had this. You know, I've been shopping too much, guys. I cannot remember. I've been to like 3 weeks of garage sales. I can't remember. Sorry. But this is just kind of a mini backpack. It's not considered a huge backpack. It's nylon green. I've had this since June 26th. So about a week and a half, something like that. And it sold via promoted listings. It sold for $25 plus shipping, so $38.75. If you can find these Kipling backpacks in bigger sizes, you want to pick them up. So, I have Gorp Core in the title because these are kind of like a hiking backpack, I think, even though they're small. And So $25 plus shipping, $38.75. That is great for something I've had a week and a half that I either pulled out of the bins or paid a few bucks for at a garage sale. One or the other is great. I don't think we're going to get rained out at garage sales tomorrow. There's a possibility, and we have not really had, you know, a crazy garage sale weekend. Like, you know, every summer we have in Wyoming, I would say we only have like 8 or 10 weeks where it's crazy. There's 30 or 40 or 50 garage sales. You can't get to them all. We don't have that very often anyway. But then now with, you know, 4th of July weekend and then the rain and everything, we just haven't had that yet. So we're hoping tomorrow is the day when everybody's moving and they just have to have their garage sale. I put parcel select on these, $8.22. It's going to Bensenville, Illinois, but since it's going so close, I am going to ship it priority mail for $8.82 because they paid $10.88. It's only 50 or 60 cents more than parcel post, and I'm happy to do that. That's a good sale. So I'm going to upgrade them because they paid for it. I mean, you know, I try to make sure I'm not overcharging on shipping. But if this had gone to Florida, I would have been barely covering the shipping. See what I'm saying? So, see if I have enough in here. The hardest part for me of working at the nursing home or anywhere as a nurse is that you can't, like, talk about all the cute things that happen or the bad things too. But, you know, like, I have stories that I could tell you, and when I get back up there, I'll be, you know, sometimes we just laugh and laugh and laugh because some little dementia patient will do something that is so hilarious, but then I can't come home and share it. You know, it's really hard. So, in that sense, I do hate that part of it. Okay, now this is a Ruck Brick hat. So my sale is working. This one I've had forever. That 40% off sale on the old stuff is working. January 24th, 2023. So that tells you one of two things. Either I had these very high priced to start out with, or, you know, maybe they weren't too high priced, but I didn't come down. I didn't send offers soon enough. I didn't take care of these items. I didn't end them and edit them soon enough. So now that they're at a really cheap price, they're flying out of here. This one I've had so long. I took $4.08 plus shipping, so $8.33. This is like a camouflaged hat, and then Ruck Brick is a company. So it's like a construction company is what it is. And it's from Sarasota, Florida. So someone out there finally found it. Yes, I could have kept this at $15 for another year, but this is good. It wasn't that popular. There was a time, and it may still be, that I just don't know the look, and I think that's probably what it is. Some people can sell just a random construction hat with a cool name or a cool logo for $15 or $20 all day long. But I don't have a store full of hats, first of all, I think is the problem. And second of all, I just don't know what they're looking for. So anyway, glad this is out of here. They did use a coupon too on top of the 408. So let's see what I actually collected. All in, I collected $8.33. 11 ounces. This is going to cost $4.88, and I charged $4.75 for shipping, but that was a long time ago, so now shipping's gone up. So, I mean, it's like a $3.50 turnaround. This is going to Illinois, but I'm fine with that. I ship all my hats in a box, by the way. It's one less item I have to figure out. Why do I still have that thing? Let's see. I think I'm out of paper. Let me put more paper in here, guys. Hold on. Put these in the right way. Okay. No, I'm not out of paper. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Okay, let's try it again. I have 2 or 3 more items here, and then I'll have to go pull the rest, so I'll just tell you what I've sold on those other 2 or 3. Okay. All right, where are we at now? 1330. Okay, this is a Furby. However, yesterday, so it sold for $24.94 plus shipping, so $39.67. I have tested working. I have a video. I have all that stuff. I have, an actual video of this thing. And then the guy's like, oh, I didn't realize it didn't have the mask, and all of this stuff. So he wants to cancel, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel. It's a regret buy. You know what I'm saying? The guy just changed his mind, and so I'm going to relist it for free. And so I'm going to go ahead and I could wait and make him get a non-paying bidder thing. I could wait 3 more days and do that, but it's fine. If a guy, you're going to end up with it returned anyway, so why do that? So I'm going to put that back. But he's trusting that I'm like not half asleep and that I'll remember, because I was on the road. I couldn't figure out how to do it on my phone for some reason. Normally I can cancel an order on my phone, but for some reason I couldn't do this. See, now on this one, it says relist is pending. So they might be checking with him or waiting. So the problem is in the past, and this is why I've ended up with so many items that fall off of eBay, is that now I've got to kind of pay attention to this thing till I find out if it's relisted or not. So I've got to kind of babysit this box. If I go put it back and eBay doesn't relist it, then I'm not going to realize that. See, so there, in a perfect world, you would have a shelf where your pending relist, I guess, is what I could do. But I don't have that. So, got to figure that out. All right, let's go here. I've got 3 items I can send offers on, but I'll do that later. All right, awaiting shipment. This is 12 games. Come on, here we go. Oh, I'm down to 1,009 items, guys. Oh, no, those are orders. I was like, oh, I was at like 2,000, or not 2,000, I'm sorry, 1,100 not too long ago, but I've been editing and selling, and it's crazy. So this is a lot of 12 Xbox, just miscellaneous games. My son sells these piles. He buys things off of eBay, takes the one that he wants, and then, sells the rest. So this is just a junk lot. He's had this a long time. Let me see if it says. No, we relisted it or fixed it or whatever on May 23rd, but we've still had it a long time, maybe 2 months. So we took $16 plus shipping, so $29.43. So this is just kind of a clearance lot. So I will split that with him. Okay. 262 or 2.62. It's going to go parcel select to Hialeah, Florida. Let me just check what priority is. Probably more than I want to spend. Yeah, that's $17.90. I think we'll stick with the $12.25. I only charged them $11.50 because I've had this a while, and so I really should have gone up on that, but that's fine. So we'll lose about $1 on the shipping too, but we're okay with it since it's clearance. We'll just get her out of here. My son will be happy. He's clearancing out some stuff. He didn't sell anything big since those boots. There's a pair of boots that we sold together. I don't know if they're on video because, my husband's shipping a lot for me. So some of the shipping videos may not be as often. It depends on what days I'm home and what days I work, etc. And when he is shipping or whatever. But my son sold a really nice pair of boots for about $150 this week. So that's good. But everything else we need to get on and edit this week. Okay, so far, no UPS. All right, then this item, I had the wrong number on, so my poor husband had to look. I looked back in my ended listings, and there has never been a 1023 as far as this item. So I had 1024 and 1025, and for some reason I was tired, I guess, and I wrote 1023. So he was looking all over for it. To me, I would look for bobblehead, and because it's my stuff and I put it on the shelf, I'm like, well, there it is right there. But for him, he's just learning how my system works. And what I would do now, the way I fixed this, just because, I don't want it to be an issue, is this would go down in the clothing boxes with a number that is all in one system. There will be very few exceptions where I have separate hard goods numbers, because they're just harder to see. Like this box is one size, that other box is another size. So they end up kind of away from each other. It's hard to put them all in order because of the way my shelving is. So we've decided to do that, and it works really well. He never misses a pair of clothing or something in the normal system. So this is already wrapped, so I can't show you, but this is one of those University of Wyoming bobbleheads that I've told you about in the past. I was finding them all the time, all over the place. I was selling them for $100 when I first found them. But now it's been a year and a half, and they're in great supply, and I find them all the time at the thrift. I think they're still a pickup at $2 or $3 because they do sell very, very fast. But this one I just finally took $17.50 for, and it's $31.05. I almost stumbled over my words. $31.05 all in. This one is going to Wyoming, which this is one of the first ones that actually went to Wyoming. A lot of these must just go to former University of Wyoming alumni or something, because they go all over the place. But this one is going actually like 2 hours away from me. So it's only going to cost $7. Let's double check that. $2.21. Yep, I've got that in there. So it's only going to cost $7.20, and I charge $12.50. So we'll make a little bit on the shipping. And there's no sense, well, that is priority. I was going to say there's no sense upgrading the shipping because it's going to get there by like tomorrow or the next day anyway. And I see this is an example of items that I let sit forever at $75, $80, and I never got back in to check the comps and realized that, you know, I was finding them more often, so it should have told me that everybody else was too, or everybody was getting rid of theirs, or they were showing up on eBay or whatever. So, okay, I'm gonna do that. Which now, you know, that was an 800 number, but it could have been the nursing home, so I'll have to check that out. But okay, guys, that's all I have out of the 22 orders that were $789.79. Now we have 3 new orders. I have a cool shirt in a size 2XL. Someone with an absolute ton of feedback bought this, but it's fine. I've had this since June 16th, so maybe there's a style name that he knows that I don't. It's just a button front cool shirt. It's not new or anything, and it's kind of a muted slate. Really pretty shirt, but I took $25 for it plus shipping, so $36.89. He did not use my coupon, which is surprising because he's got so much feedback. Then there's a Simply jacket that I talked about taking the offer on. They paid. I sold that for $20 plus shipping, so $31.34. That one did sell via promoted listings. And then I sold that Huck shirt that I showed you. That I did take the offer for $10, and they paid, so that's $18.18. So we have another $86.41 in sales and 3 more items. So on the video, I will put 25 items, and then I'll put the 800 and whatever it is. So guys, thanks for joining me. I'm sorry about the long video. Tell me if you want to hear any more about my normal life on the updates. I am starting to put, 10-minute update on my nursing career. Skip if you don't want to. I'm trying to put that in the text of my YouTube videos, because some people are just here to learn about brands to buy, and that's totally understandable. Pretty soon you'll just see me in my nursing scrubs, and I probably won't even say a word about it. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging in there. Sorry about the long video, but sales were good. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks.